So today I'm really excited to share some historical fiction books that are perfect beach reading material. So these are the books you'll want to add to your beach bag or lounge on the couch with, or get cozy in bed or spend some time out in the backyard. These are really great historical fiction books that will transport you to a completely different time and place, all while you're enjoying those long summer days. The first book I want to share with you is The Hazelbourne Ladies Motorcycle and Flying Club by Helen Simonson. Isn't the cover stunning, first off? And it helps. The book is set in a seaside village, and the book cover kind of reflects that. It gives you all those summery vibes. I love it. But outside of the cover, I'm happy to report the story inside really holds up. Now, this book is set after the First Great War, so World War One. And the book is set in 1919, and we meet this woman named Constance. And we see her being left without prospects after the war. Because, you know, like normally when you have the war effort going on, women are milling about, they have things to do. But now that the war has ended, they kind of feel like, okay, women need to just kind of go back to doing what they deem womanly things. So anyway, she ends up being sent to a seaside hotel as a companion to a family friend. And while there, she becomes involved with another person, another unconventional woman who actually runs a ladies' motorcycle club. And she employs local women. So this is really exciting to Constance. And we see her kind of get involved in this circle. She connects with the woman in question. Her name is Poppy, connects with her brother, who was a wounded fighter pilot as well. And we just see a lot happening with these women during this time, because this was also a time of great social changes, right? And like I said earlier, you know, during the war effort, you know, women were allowed to kind of do more things. And then it's like they want to roll everything back once the war has ended. So you really see a society transforming. And I think this is a great historical fiction read, because in this one you get romance. Obviously it's a historical fiction, so you know you get some bits of history, but you get romance, you get comedy, and you really get to see what post-World War I England was like. Again, this is just a fabulous read. I think it will make for perfect beach reading, beautiful writing. And yeah, I hope you'll add The Hazelbourne Ladies Motorcycle and Flying Club by Helen Simonson to your reading list. Book 2 on my list is The Goddess of Warsaw by Lisa Barr. Brilliant book. Now, this one follows Lena Browning, a very popular, brilliant Hollywood actress who has a dark secret about her past, right? Specifically, her past during the Second World War. Now, we see Lena as she rises to fame in Hollywood, but you see just how much she's haunted by her past and how driven she is with this desire for justice. And we see her story, and we see it span from her dangerous kind of life in the Warsaw ghetto to her rising up to this fabulous career in Los Angeles. So we see this is really a story of bravery and sacrifice, but also the pursuit of vengeance. That's also included as well. I mean, I feel I'm not doing the book justice, but it really is about like this incredible woman, right? Who she went by a different name. That's also another thing that's noteworthy. She posed as a spy. That's also something noteworthy. And then we see how she gets to Hollywood and just kind of like her rise to fame. So yeah, I think this is really great beach reading material, especially when you're looking for a historical fiction book. So I highly recommend The Goddess of Warsaw by Lisa Barr. Okay, book 3 on my list. I don't have a physical copy of this one. I read it on NetGalley on my Kindle. However, I do want to recommend The Glassmaker by Tracy Chevalier. I think that's how her name is said. Anyway, this is a brilliant, incredibly rich story that follows a family of glassmakers. Again, the book is called The Glassmaker, right? But this family, this goes way back. So we're starting from Renaissance era Italy to present day. So from the 1400s, like 1480 something, in Venice, we see the daughter of this family learning glass blowing, right? But she's secretly learning the craft because, you know, women weren't supposed to do it at the time. But she did it to kind of like support her family after her father's death. And we see like this story spans centuries, right? Because we're starting like in 1486, right? So we're starting from that time. And we see the story span centuries as it follows this family, right? Through the highs, the low, triumph, loss, plagues, wars, just everything. And we even get to see the transformation of Venice, right? We see it move from like this, you know, big center of like industry and trade to one more of like a tourist destination. But I think what made this one so brilliant is just like seeing the women in this family ensuring that the family legacy and their craft, and of course the bonds of family, just endure through everything. So if you can think of just like everything we've gone through in history, you know, from the 1400s to present day, you know, that's quite a bit. So I kind of love seeing this family portrait, right? We do get a focus on a woman in particular. We also get to see the city as it's being transformed, and quite a bit about glass and glass blowing and glass making and just, you know, just everything. I also just love the setting of Italy. It screams summer to me. I think it harkens back to just like lots of summers I've spent in Italy. So yeah, I highly recommend The Glass Maker by Tracy Chevalier. Yay. Now, if you're looking for even more historical fiction recommendations that are perfect for summer reading and beach reading and to add to your bag, I have even more recommendations for you. I'll include a link in the show notes to my list of historical fiction beach reads. I'll also include my list of best historical fiction books of 2024 so far. And I just want to take this opportunity again to remind you, if you haven't already, to download the summer reading guide, okay? Download your copy of the guide. Downloading the guide is free. I also have a video where I'm talking more about the summer reading guide and what you can expect. I have 6 historical fiction books in there, all right? So you have lots of books to look forward to as well. And I also have more video content. So if you're looking for more genres, I have a cozy mysteries, a romance, nonfiction, mysteries and thrillers. I have even more beach reading videos. So you can just go straight to the video genre that appeals to you right now. You can go straight to your favorites or the genre you're in the mood for. So there's lots of content for you to look forward to. And if you haven't already, now's a great time to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know what's new when I go live and when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. They don't know.